What's up, family? Hey, we're gonna have a real touchy subject this morning. It is what it is. Something that we need to talk about, and something that I've struggled with for like a long time. I've struggled with this for a long time. Stay with me. We're gonna go somewhere. Um, the hellish situations that I grew up in. Never feeling loved. The abuse that I went through as a kid. It's crazy because all of the crap that I went through, all of the hell that I went through, made me want to love more, made me want to be loved more, made me more passionate, made me more concerning in regards to other people, their feelings, their emotional well being. You know what I mean? Stay with me, we're going somewhere. Are you ready for love? Are you ready for love? It's a trick question. It's a trick question. Because the reality, everybody wants to be loved, but everybody isn't ready for the same type of love. Stay with me, I'm going somewhere. What do I mean by the same type of love? I'm going to answer that in a second. One of the things that I struggled with, you know, for the longest time, I've struggled with this, struggled with this, was that I always felt like, man, if I could just love them more, if I could just love them more, if I could just show them my love, if I could just express my love better, they would see me. If I could just express my love better, they could feel me. They would want to be connected with me. Stay with me, I'm going somewhere. There's a young lady that I was interested in, was madly in love with her, you know what I mean? And it's like, man, if I could just love her, if I could just show her how much I love her, it don't matter what she's been through. If I could just show her that I'm not like everybody else, if I could just show her, because everybody say it. I'm not like your ex. I'm not like Hootie Whoop. I'm not like all those people you've been with. Blah 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 blah. We all say that. You know what I mean? We all go into relationships saying that same stuff. You know what I mean? About their ex, about their ex-wife, their ex-husband, their previous relationships. You know what I mean? People come out of relationships and they're traumatized. You know, and so when they get into the next relationship, they want to make sure you ain't like that last one. You know what I mean? And so we all go into these relationships. Man, I'm not like the people you've been with in the past. I'm not like them other women. I'm not like them other dudes. You know what I mean? We say that, but the truth is, the great majority of us struggle with that. We struggle with that, and we struggle with that because we don't really know how that other person was. We know what you say, but just because you say it, don't mean it's true. Stay with me. I'm going somewhere. Everybody says they're ready for love. Everybody wants to be, loved. Everybody wants to be valued. Everybody wants to be cherished. They do. I don't care how tough they are. I don't care how thugged out they are. You know, I don't care how they portray themselves. You know what I mean? Everybody want to be loved. That's our nature. That's our nature. We all want to be loved. One day, I was meditating, and I was talking to God about this relationship with this young lady. And God had to show me it's like Elijah. He said, stay with me. Elijah, if I, as powerful as I am, as perfect as I am, if I, as God, can't get everybody to understand, can't get everybody to accept, embrace my love for them, why do you and the rest of humanity think that you can get people to see, accept, embrace, and cherish your love for them? If it takes me a lifetime for the great majority of these people for them to come to the grips with that I love them, for them to come to the grips with that I cherish them, and that my love is unconditional. If it takes the great majority of humanity a lifetime to understand that and to truly accept that and to see my love for what it really is, why do you all think that you could do it in a shorter time frame? Why do you all think that, man, in a matter of months, in a matter of years, I could show this person how much I love them. I could show this person how much I really care about them. And they're going to really see and feel my love. If it takes me a lifetime for the great majority of humanity, what do you as humans, why do you as humans think and believe that you could show someone your love and they're going to accept it? They're going to embrace it. If they don't believe me, if they don't believe my love for them, why do you think they're going to accept and believe you love them? If they don't believe that they're worthy of love, if they don't know how to love themselves and believe that they deserve love, what makes you think that they're going to accept and embrace your love for them? No matter what you do, no matter what you say, they're always going to find fault with your love. Why? Because they don't believe they deserve love. They don't believe that they're worthy to be loved. And until they come to the grips with that understanding, until they come to the understanding that they deserve to be loved and that they are love at their core, nothing you do is ever going to be good enough. Nothing you do is going to be good enough. Everybody wants to be loved. Everybody can't receive love. Everybody want to be loved. Everybody can't give love. Everybody wants to be loved. But everybody can't reciprocate love. Regardless of what you do, regardless of who you are. The question is, are you going to stay in a toxic relationship with somebody waiting for them to accept and embrace your love? Because the truth is, it may never happen in this lifetime. The odds are it's not going to happen in this lifetime. Why would you do that to yourself? If you deserve love, if you are loved, if you want to be loved, if you want your love reciprocated, if you want your love received, then why would you stay in a relationship with somebody who is incapable of receiving and reciprocating your love? Why would you torture yourself that way? You do that because you truly don't believe you deserve love. You want it, but you really don't believe that you deserve it. And so you focus your attention on giving love. You want it, but at the core of your beliefs is, I don't deserve it. So you keep getting into relationships with people who are incapable of giving you love. And then you get hurt. Then you get frustrated. Then you get mad. You're mad because they don't show you love. You're mad because they don't give you love. You want to be in a relationship with somebody like you, and y'all say that. We say it over and over and over. We always say that. You see memes all over social media. Man, I need to hook up with somebody like me. Man, I need to marry somebody like me. Man, I need to fall in love with somebody like me. We want it, but we don't believe that we truly deserve it. And that's why we keep repeating that same cycle of getting in relationships where we could just pour out love because we have so much love to give. So much love to give, and we just pouring it out, pouring it out, pouring it out. And then we get frustrated because no one's giving us love. Then we get frustrated because it's not reciprocated. Then we get frustrated because it's not received. There's a lesson in everything. And then we blame the other person. And we talk about how the other person ain't ready for love. How the other person ain't ready for me. Ain't ready for my kind of love. Ain't ready for me. I'm on a totally different level. No, you're on the same level. Just different issues. I'm going to say again, you're on the same level. Just different issues. That other person can't receive love. And the truth be told, you don't believe you deserve love. But we don't think about that. We don't talk about that. We want to talk about the other person. And how come they can't receive your love? How come they can't believe you? How come they can't accept it? How come they can't reciprocate it? What's wrong with you that makes you attracted to people that can't receive and reciprocate love in the first place? Oh, that's a whole different question. You know what I mean? That's a totally different question. Because it's easy to look at other people. It's easy to point the finger at other people and blame other people for not being ready for you. It's easy to blame other people for not being able to receive your love, for not being able to reciprocate your love. There's a whole nother level to sit back and think, well, hold on, wait a minute. Why do I keep attracting dudes like that? Hold on, wait a minute. Why do I keep attracting women like that? And so then we're quick to say, man ain't crap, women ain't crap, and woo doo doo. You know what I mean? We always point the finger at everybody else. We're quick to point the finger at everybody else. But the common denominator is you. The common denominator in every one of your relationships is you. You're the problem. That's a hard pill for us to swallow. You're the problem. Because we want to think that, man, we got life figured out. We want to think that, man, I done my spiritual work. I moved up. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I've done the work. I've done the work. I've been alone. I've done this. I've done that. I'm ready. We all believe that. We all say that. until we get in another relationship. And then we get in another relationship and we're giving and giving and giving and giving and giving. And then we're like, hold up, wait a minute. They're treating me the exact same way. They're acting the same way as my ex. They're acting the same way. Da, da, da. They're doing the exact same thing. Da, da, da. They're all trying to teach you something. They don't know they're trying to teach you something, but they're all there to teach you something. There are lessons in everything that we go through. We never take the time to go deep enough to figure out that lesson because we get stuck in the victim mentality of blaming other people. We all do. But it's time to go deeper. Are you ready to go deeper? Are you ready to go higher? Are you ready to go to that next level? In the beginning, I said that. I asked you a question. Are you ready for love? It's a trick question. Are you ready for love is a trick question. Because the reality is, you may not be ready to receive love from someone else, but we're always ready. The time is always right for us to start learning to love ourselves. Ain't got nothing to do with anybody else. You know what I mean? You loving you has nothing to do with anybody else. We want love from everybody else, but we won't give ourselves love. We want everybody else to flower us and to fill us up with love. And yet, we can't do that for ourselves. We won't do that for ourselves. For whatever reasons. It's interesting. When you really sit back and look at it, are you ready for love? And the first thing we think of is somebody else loving us. The first thing we think of is having a boyfriend or a girlfriend, a significant other. Are you ready for love? Always triggers, always makes us think about a relationship with someone else. Are you ready for love? If you're not ready to love yourself, then you're not ready to receive love from another. I'm going to say that again. If you're not ready to love yourself, then you're not ready to receive love from another. Because all you're going to do is hurt that person. The problem is, most of us don't know what love is. Most of us can't recognize love. Just because somebody buys stuff for you don't mean they love you. Just because somebody's nice to you don't mean they love you. Just because somebody takes care of you don't mean they love you. We don't know what love looks like, the great majority of us. And love looks different all the time. You know what I mean? We don't know what love looks like. And because we don't know what love looks like, we don't know how to receive it. We don't know how to recognize it. My hope and prayer is that we learn to recognize the love within us first and foremost. That we recognize that we are love at our core. When you get past all the jealousy, when you get past all the animosity, all the bitterness, all the hatred, all the unforgiveness, all the ungratefulness, all the toxic traits, when you get past all of that, at our core, every single one of us is love. That's who we are. That's our natural state. But we've allowed life issues to make it look different. That love is like the sun. All of the life issues, the hatred, the jealousy, the unforgiveness, the ungratefulness, and whoop de whoop de whoop, the insecurities and self hate and blah 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 blah, all that stuff, they're just clouds. They're just clouds. And they block the sun out. So you don't think that there's any sun there because you can't feel it, you can't see it. Because all you see is all the toxic stuff. All you see is all the drama and the superficial stuff. But underneath all of that is love. Underneath all the masks that you wear of being tough and bad and Billy Badass, having all the tats and all the piercings and whoop de whoop doo, you know what I mean? The colored hair, just whatever. Under all the mask is love. Under all the being tough and yelling and screaming and whoop de whoop doo and cussing and just acting a fool, under all the drugs, under all the alcohol, under all the smoking, under all the drama is love. It's love. Every single one of us is love. So when I ask, are you ready for love? Are you ready for yourself? Are you ready to see yourself for who you really are? Are you ready to accept yourself for who you really are? Are you ready to love yourself for who you really are? Are you ready to cherish yourself for who you really are? If you're ready for love, if you're willing to do all those things, then there's no way in the world that you would stay in a relationship or be in a relationship where people couldn't see you for who you are, where people couldn't reciprocate that love back to you. Because that's who you are. That's the frequency you're operating on. My hope and prayer is that you fall in love with yourself, that you fall madly in love with yourself, because you deserve love. And I know a lot of people have an issue with that word deserve. You deserve love. You are love. You are loved. Whether you believe it or not, whether you accept it or not, whether you reciprocate it or not, you are loved. And you are loved because you are love. But you can't see it. You can't feel it because of the filters you see through, which is all the pain, which is all the suffering, which is the loneliness, the abandonment, the unforgiveness, the jealousy, the animosity, the hatred, all the other stuff. Those are the filters you see through. And they won't allow you to see love. They won't allow you to see yourself for who you really are. They won't allow you to see others for who they really are. I love you guys. Happy healing. Peace.